Hello, Animorphs fans, and welcome to the Animorphs Reviews YouTube channel. Say hello, Raptor.
Why, hello there, wonderful people of the internet.
We've got about an hour today, so we're going to go at a fast pace, as fast as Rachel was in book 37, The Weakness. And speaking of the weakness, you don't know what today's forfeit is, do you?
Not yet, no. I've been in the dark about what horrible things you're going to do to your body at this point.
Well, the episode is called Not My Problem, and this is the one it follows the same sort of story as Megamorphs 4 Back to Before.
Oh, interesting.
Where they go back in time to change the future. Ooh. And so today's forfeit is a two-parter. Firstly, it's not really related to that. Basically, I'm going to send you a list over Discord. Don't say any of these words. Don't say them. Once the forfeit comes along, I have to say the word, and if the pronunciation is different, then I have to change history.
Oh,
and how I do that is I say something positive about book 37, The Weakness.
Wow! All about positivity. Way to go. Exactly.
So that's the forfeit. I'm changing history by saying something positive about The Weakness.
Oh, so nice, so nice. All right, so it has to be a differentiation between how I pronounce the word versus how you pronounce the word.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I got it. I totally understand.
Yep, so don't say any of them until we get to them. Firstly, though, number between 1 and 4.
3.
3. Okay. I'm going to be drinking firstly. Bandit.
Ooh, what's Bandit?
It's that one that's on the screen now. You'll see it in the video. It's it's suitable.
Oh, good. Okay, suitable's nice. We like suitable.
And like bandits, of course. Anyway, shall we get this show on the road? Everyone knows the forfeits by now, so I won't waste time going through them. Let's...
Absolutely.
Can you hit play for me? I'm pouring this drink.
For sure.
Let's do it.
Do it. Oh, Jake. Doing Jake stuff.
Oh, great.
Inner monologue.
Yeah.
2 fingers. And also, I'm going to say the first word. And if our pronunciation matches, then I'm fine. I don't have to praise the weakness. Okay, so.
All right, let's see.
Aximili Esgaruth Isthil.
See, so I always did Esgaroth because of the...
Oh, shit.
The Hobbit connection.
All right, then. So here's my copy of The Weakness. You can see that it's definitely my copy because it's stuck together
scarred from battle.
I've made the most of this book, honestly. Positive thing about The Weakness. It sort of carried on because in Megamorphs 3, when Jake died, things went a bit awry.
True.
There was no real leadership, and it sort of worked off of that idea that without Jake there, things just sort of fell apart a bit. And there are things I could say here to counter that, but I'm not going to because I've got to be positive. There we go, I said something positive. It carries on that theme of Jake's absence being an error.
Very good. Very nice.
I said something positive, it's great. Even though I feel slightly sick.
Baseball!
2 fingers.
Cars!
I'm gonna kick your butt at Space Destroyer 3 tonight.
Oh, shit.
Not tonight. I am way behind on my homework, courtesy of you-know-what.
So do it later, come on.
Marco.
You know what?
Please.
Jake,
oh man, so serious.
What, am I invisible?
I can't tonight. Rachel.
Whoa!
Shit.
Magically appeared.
Like you always say to me, Jake. You haven't got a choice.
Not tonight.
Jake's intense.
Shit, man.
He's really burned out.
Hey,
Way
Mom.
to go, Sean.
Look at that
Acting
wallpaper.
it up.
We got anything to eat?
So,
Our secret struggle against the Yerks
I'm pretty
goes on.
sure...
But it's not just a fight.
It's another inner monologue.
Is it, or is it a narration? Because there's a difference between straight narration and a monologue.
I guess that's true.
Because earlier there was a slight reverb of the inner monologue. This is clean. Let's just listen to...
That wears you down. I mean, it's tough to act like everything's cool when the enemy's everywhere.
Yeah, that's...
This sounds pretty inner monologue-y to me.
Oh, Raptor, oh, fine. Right, 2 fingers. And the next word. Desbadine.
Yeah, I say that one the same way.
Oh.
There you
Means
go.
I don't have to say anything nice about you. Book
The weakness.
37.
Oh, the weakness gets off another time.
Even in your own home.
Well, once.
Jake.
It's the first time it's gotten off.
Whoa!
Hey,
What's
I
what
didn't know
is
he was
music?
I don't know.
What you up to?
That is.
Just
Wow.
listen to some music.
Yeah.
Homework can always wait, huh?
Oh, just listen. So the music just. Oh, so the music is actually happening in the scene.
Is that a cliche, by the way? The sort of
Wow.
fucking jock guy just like drinks milk out of the carton.
I mean, drinking milk out of the carton is a pretty like. That's a pretty I don't care attitude. Like that's a pretty I don't care attitude cliche, I would say.
Right,
If you're wanting to make someone be like, "Ooh, I'm so cool."
Three fingers. I've only got like 12 name words on this list.
Welcome to my world. It's like when I had to, every time I have to try to figure something out, I'm like, oh, I'll do the giant list of 20 things just in case.
I'll think of more in the right. So, chi,
Yep, that's the same.
and people think, why would you put
pronounces
that? Because if
Yeah, who pronounces that differently?
funny bit of trivia. If you look in the Animorphs Meet the Stars book, there's a list of words and how you pronounce them. How does that book
Ooh.
tell you it's pronounced?
I'm gonna guess it's gonna pronounce key.
No, che.
No, che.
It pronounces it Chay. Che.
Weird. I don't think I've ever met anybody who said che. That's you very interesting. I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure I'm correct, unless it was some really real dream. That's what I saw.
When you read through Meet the Stars, that you had a very lucid hallucination that.
Revolving around the pronunciation of my dreams are boring, mate.
I was gonna say maybe you need to get out a little bit more if all you're dreaming about is alien pronunciations from Animorphs. That would be...
Tell you who does get out more. This guy, Tom.
Tom, yeah.
I think he's gonna
gets out, he listens to music,
I
right?
think-
He works out.
He's going to tell Jake where exactly he's been going as well, I reckon.
Oh, here we go. Jake,
Nope.
buddy.
3 fingers
We're
for
gonna
me.
go play some hoops. You wanna come?
Oh, play some hoops. Yikes with these
No.
scary bros.
Come on, we need
Look
the
at that
floor.
buttons on that guy's hat.
Leave him alone, guys. He's too scared to play against me, I understand.
thanks for the support, Tom. Really.
Thing is, I mean,
Where did I get this music from?
I've got 2 brothers, one older, one younger. My older brother, never. If my older brother's mates came up and started squaring up to me, he'd be like, "Fucking stop that!"
Right?
And it doesn't look like Jake's family is like freaking a bunch of scummy layabouts whose families might do that sort of stuff. They're pretty middle class.
Yeah.
Why is Tom's? What, I don't understand. Even if he is a yerk, it's just not normal behaviour. But whatever. It just doesn't strike me as right, Raptor. It's not right.
It's bullying in and of itself is not right. So
Except-
I hear you.
Except when it's Belgians. You
Except when it's Belgians.
You can bully Belgians.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
What's going
Very
on?
90s
Hey, Mom.
looking parents. They do look really 90s.
Just getting beat up by Tom's friends. No big deal.
Poor little
I
Jake.
can't do this anymore. I quit.
Man,
He's praying to
I shall pray.
Jesus.
I was gonna say I'm gonna pray to Space Jesus the Illimist here.
Oh, and here he is. Green screen. It's got to be green screen because he's not. He doesn't actually look like that.
True. I don't know anybody who's blue and transparent the way that the Illimist is.
Well, I mean, I've met a couple of people, but it's really rare, and I don't
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that this guy is one of them. Okay, so that's 3 fingers, and the
I
next
feel like that
word,
BBC people.
the next word, Dracon beam.
Yep, that's the same.
Yeah, another
Drake.
pretty easy one. There's a few harder
yeah.
ones coming up. I'm sure you've looked at the list.
Some people, well, because like some people have said Draken. I've heard Draken Beam.
I used to say Dracon beam.
You used to say Drakon Beam. Oh man,
But
who
Michael-
changed your mind on the pronunciation of Drakon?
It was Michael Grant because
Oh.
I think I've spoken to him a couple of times, and also he did a thing on Twitter where he actually did a list of pronunciations of things.
Oh really?
So yeah, there's quite a lot of confirmation that it is Drake on beams.
Has he confirmed? Did he confirm the Chi thing?
I think he
Or does
confirmed
you
the Chi
think-
thing as well. Yeah, I think that was on the
Okay.
list.
Okay.
Which
Because
one's Meet
I'd
the
be
Stars
really
is on?
interested after you said that.
So obviously Meet the Stars is based on the TV series, and obviously that's going to get things wrong.
Yeah.
So that's just that. Right, 3 fingers for me, and let's see what Dr. Blue has to say.
Is that what you want, Jake?
Is that what you want?
Do you remember?
Hi, my name's Jake.
Oh shit.
I thought I knew who I was. A kid who liked to do normal things. You know, go to
Do you
school,
remember book
play video
40?
games, hang out with my friends.
Megamorphs 4.
But the other night, my whole
Yes,
life
I do remember
changed when my
Megamorphs
friends
4.
and I
It's a
were
good
given
one.
the power to morph. You know,
I like
change shapes,
Megamorphs
become
4.
animals.
Okay.
So now
It's
Marco,
it's a little bit
Cassie,
weird. I
Tobias,
do have like some weird feelings
my cousin
about
Rachel and I
how
can become dogs, cats, tigers, hawks, anything. Pretty cool, right?
it always seemed to me
Not
like it
when
was
you're
one of those
doing
things where it's like,
things
okay,
with a bunch of
we're
mind-controlled
basically
alien yokes in the
writing
end of the world.
just like this alternate universe thing, and I think that I'm glad that they only did it the
can't tell
one
anyone,
time
'cause you
in
never know
Megamorphs
who's
4, and
who's
especially
not.
that late in the series.
All I know is
Because I feel like if they would have done
now I'm
too much of that stuff too early on, it would have been a little bit frustrating.
Like the TV series is doing. To
Yeah.
be fair, the TV
I mean,
series
TV
beat-
series does a lot of choices that are frustrating. But
I think the TV series beat
really
the
gives no
the book
escape,
series
is
to this type of
That's your
episode.
choice, Jake.
The one time.
Only
Interesting.
you can choose to give up your fight.
The only thing that was weird to me was like they did because it came out pretty close to 41.
Yes.
And I think that was the only thing that was kind of weird, was that it was like, I felt that at the time, I felt that 41, that Megamorphs 4 did a better job of it than 41. And so I was kind of like, well, why did we get this? Why did we get these two ideas like really, really close to each other? That seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
But like in my adult reread, I came to appreciate 41 a lot more in my adult reread.
It is the ultimate Marmite book from what I've seen, because a lot of people say they really like it. So much so that they think it's one of their favourite books. I've seen a couple people that say it's amongst their absolute favourites, but then the opposite end of the spectrum, I've seen a lot of reviews where they're like, well, fuck this book, it's a load of shit. There's no in between. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of weird. I mean, it's one of those things where like I feel like most books have a lot of good stuff going on in them, so I'm a lot more easy. I don't know if I would say it's one of my favorite books, but I definitely appreciate it more as an adult than I did as a kid.
Yeah, there's one book in the series that doesn't have anything going for it.
Oh, it's the weakness.
No, I'm talking about... Yeah, it is the weakness, yeah.
It is the
I can't
weakness.
think of any other book.
I was gonna potentially do a hot take and say the Resistance, but
Whoa. Right.
but the Resistance is fine. I'm okay with the Resistance.
I
don't-
shall
don't
resist
hate the
your
Resistance.
resistance to the Let's just play.
This is not my fight. I'm a teenager.
Is it?
I cannot carry the fate of the entire human race on my shoulders. It's too much. It's way too much.
You know,
The Yerks
Axe
have
learned,
invaded your world.
Tobias
I
learned about this in the
cannot
last
change that
episode,
fact.
so now it's Jake's turn.
But I don't want to be the one
Shit.
responsible.
We're
to
at that
stop
stage
them.
of the TV
What about your
series. They've run out of
friends?
ideas.
Your decision will impact them as well.
Okay.
I can't speak.
What you gonna do about it, buddy?
Beat him up, Jake.
I just want to be
Mug him.
normal again.
Take his wallet.
I wish I never met Elfangor, and I wish I
Take a
never got
swing at
involved in
the
stupid
transparent
fights.
person.
Certain.
Whoa!
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Very well.
Okay.
He's
Because of all
changing
you've done for
history.
your race, I shall honour your request.
Because
But
of...
all he's done. What have they done?
Wait, what? For all you've done for your race, let's undo everything you've done for your race.
Yeah. Everything that you have done, let's get rid of it. And also, what? What are the things? Again, I'm gonna go back to this. Because what was it? There was when they were walking through the woods during the fake Megamorphs 1 episode, and Marco was talking about, oh, we hurt the Yerks and then they come back. I'm like, what have you guys actually done to hurt the Yerks so far? Because still the only thing that's gone on is the
I think they
throwing of a couple of balloons of oatmeal at the Yerk pool. That's
They-
the only like quote unquote victory they've had. Well, I guess the Jeremy Jason McCole thing.
Didn't they apparently
that's
destroy the Candrona? You remember the leader where you had Cassie and Rachel running through the vents, and then they
did destroy the Kendrona with the pipes. That's right. They had the pipe. They smashed those couple of small pipes.
Yeah,
But
that's
did they actually?
That's the thing. It just seems so inconsequential that you don't even realise that they've done that. Oh, they hit a few pipes. What actually happened there? Oh, they destroyed the Kandrona. Shit, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, like, and I think that's like a really hard thing, right? Is because it's like that only happened 3 episodes ago or 2 episodes ago, because it's been 2 episodes since that, and I just like there's been no fallout from that, and I think that continues to be one of the hardest things about the show is that there's just so much like things happen and then it doesn't feel. It's too episodic to feel interesting or like contained, but it's not serialized enough for it to where things matter from episode to episode.
I'm actually one of the ideas I've got for my channel is to do a video where I just get the whole pile of books and go through them one by one. Would the TV series be able to pull this off with its budget?
I think I voted for that one on the.
Oh, you saw the poll?
I think I voted for that. I saw the poll, yeah, and I voted for that.
Yeah,
that was the one that I voted for.
There's a clear winner. It's like 54% to Animorphs movie talk. So that's going to be my recorded video of the week, which means it'll be up next week, roughly.
Ooh,
Going to talk about the
exciting.
movie and the fact that there's been no updates.
This is like the movie that's maybe not happening.
Now I've got idea. I've done some research and there may be some hope, a new hope.
Oh yeah.
In a galaxy far, far away. Right, let's the galaxy that Jake's eyes are looking at, far, far away.
Ryan Johnson will be directing the Animorphs movie.
Oh no, let's just count. I don't want to. No, I don't want it to be like an entire movie of just the weakness. That's a really nice house.
It is a super nice house. Look at those bushes. Symmetrical, everything. Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, does that count as a clothes
See, Jake.
change? Change of clothes.
Jake is... Well, so this is a different reality. So does he get... Because last time when we said that different time jumps didn't necessarily count.
But they haven't time jumped. He's just woken up the next day and everything's been undone, apparently. It doesn't explain. It doesn't explain.
Okay. All right. Fine.
We've got no evidence that
Costume
it's a
change.
time that they've reversed time. So yeah, costume change.
Okay.
What's the next?
Costume change it
Right,
is.
Raptor. Do you really want to fight? Because I will fight you.
We'll go to bat. We'll go to the mat on Animorphs. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Get your sumo gear on. We're going Tokyo style.
Body boppers here. It'll just be bouncing.
Right. Next word. Quafaginavon.
I pronounced that one very differently.
Really?
I think it was quaff. I think when I was younger, I had internalized it. I did the. I think I've said this before that I pronounced Hork-Bajir Hawkbar originally. That was what me and my dad would say it was because we didn't know how to pronounce it.
Hawkbar.
So I think
Hawkbar.
Hawkbar, and it was a lot faster to say than Hork-Bajir. So I think this one, I think Kaffinalin, I think is what I said as a kid, and is what my brain says it is, even though I am reading the letters, and I know that it's not the same.
That's not how you pronounce it now, surely.
No. Now I would pronounce it when I reread it, I would pronounce it differently. But when I was a kid, that was the way that I pronounced it.
How would you pronounce it now? And by the way, how do you pronounce it as a kid? Gaffinilan, that's an actual character.
Quafinalin, I think it is what I... So, let's see here.
How would you say that?
I would say Quafaginavon. Yeah,
That's how I said it. That's how I said it. So
Yeah.
we're clear. I'm in the clear for this one. Fuck you, the weakness. I've only said one thing positive about you. Right.
So far.
2 fingers, everyone. Especially if you are a YouTube channel user. If you've got a YouTube profile, you drink 4 fingers. How about that? And if you're a totally drink 10. Give me a number between 1 and 3.
1.
1. It's a drink called Love Lane Maple Syrup
Aw.
Stout.
Nikki,
Sounds disgusting.
we should limit his
Nikki?
after-school activities.
Why don't
you just talk to him and find out what the matter is?
I've tried. He doesn't seem to think there's a problem.
I hate stout.
Dad,
Hey, hi.
Yeah. Then I got not that good, huh?
I'm worried
And
about
it's
him.
maple syrup stout.
Oh, I know, honey.
I think I can talk to him.
Can talk to who?
Hey, Tom, what's up?
We've already
What are
done
you talking
clothes
about?
change.
Mm-hmm.
My geometry
And it's like a main
teacher.
character clothes change. That's what's
I can't tell
important.
the difference between
Why do
an
they always wear
isosceles
clothes that
triangle
just...
and a ping pong
Look
ball.
at this.
He's on me about it.
He's wearing clothes that camouflage him against the background there.
Why am I not surprised?
Tom is wearing clothes that camouflage him against the background there. What do... Everyone's
We need a little bit of
blending into the-
contrast. We need a little contrast, people. We need some more exciting pop to
Yes.
these clothing designs.
Yeah, do what they do on all those
I can
other
help you out.
Nickelodeon shows where everything is just
Do you have any plans for
multicolored.
tonight? It's
Right?
just that Mitzi has given us some beer tickets.
Like on
can do.
Drake and
Oh,
Josh.
Mitzi.
or-
Rented this
Amanda
club.
show.
We're having a party.
The sharing group. Why don't you take your brother along? Might be a good influence.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking you should start checking it out. Could
Wait,
give
his
us a
dad's in the
chance to hang a
sharing
little
as
bit
well?
more. You in?
Yeah.
All right.
He's just pleased at what a good boy Tom's been since he's been going to the sharing.
Brockwood High
Brockwood.
School. That's me. That's trivia.
Rachel.
Oh, Tobias.
Rachel.
Floating around.
Look who's
No
behind you
books.
Tobias?
Yeah. Don't you think it's weird how he's always following you?
Jealous?
Oh, come on.
No, it's your
Listen, we're having a
cousin.
party tonight with Tom at the Spider Club. Do you want to come?
Oh
Where's
shit.
this going?
And then Rachel with the great
Like,
choice of the
chatting
black
with-
shirt with the black blazer.
I don't know. You bring Cassie?
Maybe.
See you later. Don't forget.
Hey. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh, hi,
Oh,
random
how you
person. So
doing?
good to see you.
Jake, come in, come in.
Hey, Chapman.
I can't find any Brockwood High Schools in Canada.
Man, this is intense. These tense angles. Some actual directing happening in this episode. It's wild.
That's unusual. Wait, is that kid
Oh man,
downing?
that kid is drinking the chemicals
Wait,
from
wait,
class.
wait,
Should not be doing that.
What the fuck is he doing?
He's probably blowing bubbles, but it definitely looks like he's drinking whatever unholy fluid is in that.
He's
class.
playing the drinking game. He's playing
Boys.
the drinking game.
Listen, man, I'm gonna practice my keg stand. I'm gonna chug this real hard, okay? It's gonna be real good, bro.
And just for that, everyone drink one finger. Follow this
Also
kid's
don't-
lead.
Also, don't drink chemicals from your chemistry class.
Well, yeah, drink beer instead.
Fire!
If I have to do another chemical
Oh, God,
experiment,
that's
I'm
disgusting.
gonna have a meltdown.
Yeah, well, there are
A
worse things in life than
meltdown.
chem class.
Such as?
Advanced
Well,
chem class.
Things.
Nothing too terrible, I hope.
Great chat.
Things and
At
stuff.
least give me a
Ooh.
hint.
Nice leather jacket, Tobias.
Yeah. That's the only way to do chemistry is in a
Anything
leather
people around
jacket.
here been kind of acting weird lately?
Do you think it fits Tobias' character wearing leather?
I don't know. It's such a stereotypical 90s thing.
I mean, until last week, she was totally twisted. Full of obnoxious remarks and goofy jokes and
You know, a person.
stiff.
So?
It's
Maybe
that
your
time of the
parents
month,
grounded
Tobias.
you.
Come on, you're growing up, man. You should
Plus
know
my
these
parents that
things.
turned her around.
Listen,
What do you
Tobias, your
mean?
body might be experiencing changes, okay?
It's too
You don't need to project that
I
on other
love
people.
Grim.
It would put you in danger.
Oh, shit.
In fact, you already are.
Oh, bother.
Everyone is.
From what? Terrorists? The ozone layer?
Terrorists?
Terrorist, the ozone. When was the last time you heard about the ozone layer? That seems to have
Well,
died
in
a
the
death, doesn't it?
in the 90s, because we fixed it. We fixed the ozone problem.
Sod off.
Yeah.
Did
That's
we?
the reason why you don't hear. Yeah, we fixed the ozone problem.
So they actually sent
Yeah.
some guys up there to sew it back up?
No, we just yeah, with a really big needle and super big string.
Well,
you can
all right,
see it
all
from
right,
the
Mr.
International Space
Scientist.
Station.
How else are you going to do it?
They reduced the amount of like aerosol, like the amount of ozone that they put in like aerosol cans and stuff. So
And
like
that's what-
and
oh my-
refrigeration, like refrigerators and aerosol cans were producing way more ozone. So we had more ozone in the atmosphere than we were supposed to. So by reducing the amount of ozone we were producing, it managed to like the ozone layer managed to rebalance itself eventually.
I'm sorry, but we stop. We'd cut down on deodorant and fixed the. Nah, I don't fucking believe that. That's,
Okay.
that's stupid.
All right, perfect. Okay. You don't have to believe it if you don't want to, but it's a thing that happened.
So we just fixed it, and nobody said anything about it. Why haven't I heard of this?
No, they said it. They said that
When?
they fixed it.
When
Just
was
nobody
the news
cared.
report? The ozone is fixed. When was that?
I don't remember exactly.
It was a
We're
pretty
gonna-
big
we're-
deal, and I think it should have been said. You know. Am I wrong? They were on about it for years. And I'm only
Rebuilding
just
the ozone.
learning now that this big catastrophe that was happening has been fixed. Nah, mate.
It's okay. It's fixing. Okay. Cause the ozone hole.
Are you?
the ozone-
You're a controller.
Yes and no.
You're
Here
a
we go.
contro-
Yes
you're-
and no.
Yes and
As a result of the Montreal Protocol, concentrations of ozone-depleting gases in the atmosphere has significantly declined. So there you go. So it says so there is still a hole, but it gets smaller and smaller every year.
That's what she
They-
said.
The gases, yeah, right. Gases have been banned. They're not gone for good. Concentration has reduced dramatically. Recovery of the ozone hole could be delayed because of other types of emissions. Climate models. Ozone levels should return to standard measures by the end of the 21st century. So there you go. In 80-something years, there will no longer be a hole in the ozone layer.
Where was the? I don't remember at the news report that this catastrophic thing. Oh, we're fixing it now. I don't remember that.
Well, because it's
Just sort
boring.
of
But just by we're limiting the
Boring.
amount of ozone. Yeah, it's not sexy to be like, oh, we're reducing the amount of ozone that we're producing at any given point in time, right? Like nobody that's not as cool as there's a hole in the ozone layer. Everything's gonna be on fire.
Put it this way: for 20 years, I don't know, Grandpa Dennis has cancer of the spleen or something like that, and every week you're hearing from the doctor, oh, he's not doing so well. He's really not doing so well. And then you don't hear for a few years what's happening. I wonder what happened to Dennis. The doctor says, "Oh, didn't you hear he got cured of his spleen cancer? It would have been fucking nice to know." Oh, we didn't want to tell you because we thought it'd be too boring. Too fucking boring that his cancer's gone. Great, thanks.
Well, no, it's not too fucking boring. It's just that it's boring because the way that we solved it was a very we're gonna solve it because we're gonna pass some regulation to limit the amount of these things, and then it's just slowly over time it's gonna go away, right? It's not as cool as we sent up a space shuttle with a giant needle and thread and fixed the hole in the ozone
That would have been
layer.
cool.
That's what right. So that's my point. Is that it's it gets solved the way that actual real world problems get solved, and the way that we do a couple things and then little by little over time the problem gets solved because we make some minor changes to the way that things work.
The 90s was ozone layer. Did we ever solve the acid rain problem of the 80s?
Yeah, we still have acid. Acid rain is still a thing.
I haven't
Still
heard
a
about
pollution
acid rain
problem.
for a long time. I don't think I've ever experienced acid rain.
We have never experienced acid rain where I live, so I've not experienced it either. But I know that some people do.
I reckon it'd be cool.
or painful. Definitely one of those two. I would say.
Bollocks.
No.
Bollocks. Fake news.
Yeah, fake news. I bet. It's only the fakest news that's going on here.
Speaking of fake news, Tobias, let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah, he's got fake news about this girl. She's like, oh, now she doesn't have a personality. So.
Look at how much he's contemplating this.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Exactly.
Try me.
Oh shit.
Slugs living in people's heads. He's totally crackers, off the deep end. He's so cute.
I think Cassie forgot her lines temporarily
So
there.
he's got some flipped ideas. It's not like he's hurting anyone. If that's what he wants to believe. Anyways, he's fixated on this sharing thing.
Wait, is that a clothes change? Did Rachel change her clothes?
She was wearing a black shirt and a black sweater and red pants. So no.
Oh, sorry, I'm just
You
imagining
should come
things.
by.
Who are these guys behind them? Extras.
Fred and Bob.
Paying attention.
Yeah, whatever. Come on.
Wait a second.
How do they still manage to blend into the background?
Oh,
That's right, Jacob.
wait.
But I have been doing this a lot longer than you have.
Is that what they're doing here?
Oh, Steve.
Swish.
Take
Thanks
a
a lot,
bow,
Steve.
son.
Too bad college
got-
entrance exams aren't as easy as basketball.
You sound like you're
Cool,
trying to
bro.
say something, Raptor.
Well, cause like, okay, this episode is making it see. There's a problem that I'm seeing with this right now. They're trying to establish that Tobias knows that the Yeerks are a thing, right?
Yep.
The beginning of this alternate universe started with the dad and mom being like, hey, Tom is going to this sharing thing. And then Tom said, yeah, Jake should go to this sharing. And Jake looked all weird and nervous. But then we had the creepy moment with Jake going into Chapman's office. And then we also had this moment with Tobias saying that you're already in trouble. So the implication here is that Jake is already a controller.
Wait,
So
no,
does that mean...
Tobias went into Chapman's office.
No, Jake went into Jake went
Well,
into Chapman's office, and
no.
Tobias was looking at him creepily outside. 100%. Yeah, that's Jake. There's no leather jacket.
No, that's not Jake. That's Marco.
You're right.
That's Marco.
That's Marco. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It makes total sense.
All right.
So, like,
because I'm a freaking parcel-shaped Burke, I'll drink one finger for that.
So, like, but like the implication is weird because it's like, okay, so is Tom not the controller, but Jake is?
Maybe
but then
they
why
zoomed
would
forward
Jake
in
be
time.
nervous about going to the sharing?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good. It is a good point. It is a good point you're making. But honestly, I left logic out of this series back after episode 3. Okay,
Yeah, right.
I left it right back there, mate.
Sure,
We're
I
at episode
know.
17 now.
We always get into this problem where I'm sitting here and I'm trying to understand what is happening, and clearly I just need to
Just
not
free your
to
mind. Be
understand what's happening.
like Fred.
That's right.
Be
There
like
is
Fred
no
from the
spoon.
last episode. Be a wise old black man and take it from
Yeah.
that perspective.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously. Holy smokes.
Oh, by the way, Mehdi wanted me to do analysis of the Animorphs TV show, so that will happen eventually.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
College entrance exams aren't as easy as basketball.
Come on, bro. I gotta throw the ball. Good catching, Tom. Oh, stuffed.
Ah, you got absolutely spooned there, mate. Who am I keep getting missed calls off someone. That's weird.
Hi, I'm Tom.
What?
Welcome to the Spider Club. We've got some great tunes.
Clothes
for you
change.
to play.
Wow.
Clothes
it's a
change.
rave. We got black lights. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Clothes change.
Which is 2 fingers and your next word. Right. I need to figure out how I'm pronouncing this one myself. So it's obviously an Andalite name. So.
Mm-hmm.
Harley Frodlin Serenial.
See, and I was gonna say Hairlie, Frodlin, and then Cyrano.
I don't even remember where this Andalite came in, but that he is there.
Cyraniel.
Right, so we've obviously pronounced it differently, which means I've got to say something positive about the weakness.
Isn't that an Andalite from 18?
There was a few from 18. It might have been like a background character who was named only once. I would be surprised. Right, something positive to say about book 37. Fuck. Right, let's just carry on and I'll think of it while we're watching Tom get down with the rave.
Yeah, because this is classic 1990s rave going on here with the black light paint on your hand.
It's
cover charges.
Kids discos from the 90s, mate. They were fucking awesome.
Man, someone's gonna get tripped up on Molly.
Stars till midnight, so let's party!
Let's
Party with Molly!
Yes,
All
let's
right,
do it.
cover the
This
drinks.
episode is so Animorphs.
True. Look at those spider webs. Whoa! Wow. Paul Oakenfold, this guy
Marco?
is not.
I didn't know you were coming.
What is
What
he
the
wearing?
Fuck is that?
What? It's
Wait, has Rachel changed Rachel's changed clothes, but it's the same scene, so we don't count it.
I guess
Oh
I
my
haven't seen you
goodness.
dressed up before, that's all.
He's like a cowboy on a steel horse he rides.
Just cleaned up my... I love how getting infested with a yerk means that you need a nice button-down shirt and like the most the most yuppie sweater tied over your neck as possible.
By the way, I think I thought of some praise for the weakness. How to word this without it turning into something negative. Okay, so all the while, for like the last 10 books or so, we've had this thing about Rachel being tempted by the dark side to kill Jake and take over as leader. But this book gives her that opportunity without having to kill Jake and shows her that it's not as easy as it appears to be.
True.
That's not even positivity. That's just a neutral statement about what happens.
And
that naturally progresses her character in some way. I can't do it. I can't do this forfeit. There's nothing.
You got there.
I'll try again. Let's just carry on for now.
Right.
I'll try
Have
again.
you seen Jake?
He's around. Welcome to the club.
Welcome to the
Oh, and,
club.
keep your ears open.
Oh.
This is such a cool club. It says club on the wall.
Yeah, man.
therefore
Look at
it's
these
a club.
lights.
Who the hell is that?
Hey, Rachel.
I don't know, but she's like really into that sweater vest. Hey,
Hey, I'm glad
Marco.
you're here. I was wondering if you'd make it.
Look at these
What's
cool
with Marco?
cool dudes in the background over here. Watch them.
Yeah.
He's acting really weird.
Yeah, we're swaying, we're moving.
They're dad dancing.
That would be weird.
Look who's here.
Great, you nailed it there, Jake.
I invited him. He's a nice guy, Jake.
Tobias looks fancy too.
He's funny. Totally paranoid. He says we're all in danger. I figured he needs to get out of the house.
Right, something positive to say about the weakness.
Okay, here
It
we
shows how valuable Jake is to the team.
go. There you go. We got there.
That's
It only took a little while, but we got there.
I know Jake is absent for pretty much the whole book, but the fact that he was absent is in itself a positive because it turns out the book. I'm going to stop there because else it turns into a negative.
House.
There you go. See, good job.
That's
Way
brilliant.
to have
Conspiracy,
positive
that's that one's
self-restraint.
part of it too.
Shit, man.
Can you hold on a second? I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna go over here and score some sweet drugs.
Oh, God
Hey,
damn.
glad you could come.
Hey, good party.
Rachel,
hey.
there. Can I get you?
By the way, for anyone watching,
Actually, I'm just
I've
looking for
highlighted
that.
the name that we've just
over
pronounced,
there.
so you
Thanks.
don't miss out.
Yeah. Okay, Jake goes secret. I'm gonna touch the.
Oh, Tobias is
Since we learned,
he's secretly mixing.
since we learned, hey, I don't know if you remember, but from the leader, we learned that all of your technology is basically just a soundboard. So this could be
Shit. You're
alien
right.
technology. We're just not cool enough to understand. Okay.
Right, that's what it is all along. It's just intergalactic DJs, man.
Hey, the Beastie Boys had it right. Intergalactic planetary.
He's still got the leather jacket on, but he's changed his shirt.
He did. He fancied up a little bit for this sweet party. He's like, if I'm going to be incognito, I need to at least look good while doing it. You know, he's going to James Bond it up.
He's such a heartthrob, that Taylor Tobias.
Because apparently, like, becoming a yerk makes you into a model from a Ralph Lauren section at a JCPenney. So
That's
we
why
figured,
so
you know
many
what?
people were voluntary controllers. They got promised adverts on freaking L'Oreal commercials.
I want to be a part. We had one. We had a retailer where I lived when I was a kid that was called Emporium, and they had the most annoying commercials. And that's what it was always just the most generic clothing, but Emporium.
Adverts have gotten
power
worse.
sales.
Speaking of awful adverts, they've gotten worse over the years. I'm sorry to say, but they're so fucking dire now. I think we should go back to the good old days.
Go back to the good old days of offering kids cigarettes and.
Exactly. That was cool. It was banter. We were proper
All
back
right,
then.
Jimmy, have this dangerous substance. It'll be great. It makes you look cool.
It does. Everyone says, "Oh, it doesn't make you look cool," but it freaking does. I'm
It
sorry,
does.
but it does actually
No.
make you look cooler.
It's true. It's very true.
Like punk
wasn't-
music makes you look cooler as well.
Right.
It's not good for you, but it makes you look cooler.
Right. If it wasn't cancerous, addictive, and overall dangerous to your health, then it would be pretty cool.
Mate, if we all live to it, I don't want to live in a home. I'd rather snuff it in my 60s than like spend the last 10 years of my life in a home just. Hey, me old man.
Beautiful.
That's what I'd be. That's going to be me as an old man.
That's right.
Get off my lawn, you little pricks.
Too funny.
I'm too cool for that. So I'm happy to pop my clogs before I'm 70.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
What year do you want to die, Rex?
What year do I want to die? Oh, let's see here. I don't know. Probably well into my 80s, I would say.
80s. I suppose you can still
80s
live
seems
your.
good.
You can still live your best life in the 80s, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I had great time. My grandparents lived well in their 80s, so you know.
Yeah.
If I
Anyway,
could live half as well as them, that'll be good.
we're going to take a little break here. So, I'm going to go Well, no, I'm not going to refuel anything. I'm just going to go. And we'll be back later. So,
Yes.
stay tuned. So, we're back. And I want to correct myself from earlier because I was talking about the pronunciation of chi. And I said it was from the Meet the Stars book. I was wrong. It was from the Animorphs Alliance Secret Handbook. Which has a whole list of names and their pronunciations. And as you can see on the screen there, for anybody watching, Chi is apparently pronounced Che.
Interesting.
And also, how do you pronounce the man in blue in this episode?
The Elimist.
Apparently, according to this, it's Elimist.
Elimist. Interesting.
I just think we can say that book is wrong.
True, because that is like... nobody pronounces it that way that I know of.
Apart from them, whoever wrote that, but
Exactly.
not even the authors agree with them.
Who knows what they're on? They're on crazy stuff.
Just like the guy who's currently on screen, I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah, Tobias is on some stuff. That's true. Looking at that sweet advanced technology that may or may not be a soundboard.
That pilots blade ships that then spontaneously disappear from the series.
Right? And have awesome like memory technology. Kwisatz Haderachs or whatever it's called.
Dartak Det.
Dartak Dat. Such a weird name.
I don't know what that was. It's nowhere. It's just not explained. Let's see if Tobias brings it up here.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he'll have secretly found it.
Uh-oh.
We're not supposed to be back here.
Yeah, rule phone. You gonna narc? You gonna narc on me, Jake?
Rachel told me what you said.
Oh, he's gonna beat him up, isn't he?
Listen, I've been kind of suspicious too. Me and my brother's been acting weird. If you want to talk about it. Not here.
Not here.
The sharing is a front. A front.
Tobias, you haven't learned the first lesson of don't.
Really
Wait.
A conspiracy. You know what?
Wait. So Tobias saw him sneakily sneak into Chapman's office.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna tell this guy. I mean, Jake, that face you're pulling there—that's the face I've got right now for how I feel about Tobias.
It's all very suspicious.
It is, but Tobias, don't be such a leather jacket wearing, ear stealing, button touching loon.
Button touch. It's a hooligan.
Exactly.
These youths running around here with all kinds of shenanigans and chicaneries.
And bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least 4 of them.
Fuck, man. Whoa,
way too much.
Whoa. That's too much. That's too much bollocks, mate.
Way too much. Of course it is. Did you hear that? He said you've been watching way too much Mystery Science Theater. Do you even know what Mystery Science Theater is?
All right, so let me think logically about this. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Mystery Science Theater.
You've never seen Mystery Science Theater?
Wait, is it an actual thing?
It's an actual thing. Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Go on then. Give us the dit.
It was a public access show from Wisconsin and then it got kind of picked up and kind of went broader. But what they would do is they basically sat down. They found movies who they're right they could secure the rights for very little money, and then they would watch movies and then make fun of them while they would watch them.
So it's like modern day YouTube.
I mean, basically, there's a lot of people who riff on the concept, but it's essentially that, where you watch it and then you make fun of it and you make jokes about it.
That's what
So,
we're
like,
doing.
Exactly, continuing the proud legacy. So like there's now, like, the creators of it, they did like a reboot on YouTube with a newer cast, and then like some of the older cast and writers, they have a thing called riff tracks, and they basically do it for like modern movies, where you can download their basically their commentary version that you can play over the movie that tells jokes while you watch the movie. They're very fun. There's a lot of really great old Mystery Science Theater episodes that are absolutely fantastic.
See, I'd have never thought of that. It's obviously very much an American thing.
Yeah, it was 100% an American thing, absolutely. But like clearly, like nobody Jake has no idea, because he's sitting here thinking like that Mystery Science Theater is equated to like the Twilight Zone, or the Outer Limits, or Tales from the Dark Side, or any of those things. But
Or the Teletubbies.
Yeah, true. Which is also getting a Netflix reboot.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Why?
What? I'll give you one word. I'll give you one guess of one word as to why they would reboot Teletubbies.
Money. Money.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly money.
Oh my god. So many times during this episode, I've just thought, no, I'm not actually going to talk, I'm just going to play the episode. And this is another one of those times. Freaking Teletubbies.
What's up?
Oh, fuck.
Shooting the breeze.
Shooting
the breeze.
What? Is that an actual phrase?
Yeah, shooting the breeze.
Never heard of it. What does it mean?
It means that you're hanging out, not doing much of anything, right? Because, if you shot breeze, if you shot wind with a gun, it wouldn't do anything, because it's just wind.
Well, no, because it depends how strong the wind is. If it's really strong and you shoot against it, it's going to come back and hit you right back in the snozboggler.
Yeah. Well, see, you're thinking about it on a deeper philosophical level.
That's a lot of damage.
Right. When you're a kid, you would think...
Yeah, I did think that regularly as a kid, actually.
Yeah, it's a very classic child thing to think about, honestly. It's very, very popular.
Yes.
Thinking about...
Shoot it somewhere else, Jake.
Oh.
Everything all right here?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's going to end up inside in a minute.
Creepy. Here we go. Uh-oh. Is everything okay here? We got plaid shirts.
There's more
Is that
people.
Button Guy? Oh, it's Button Hat.
Button Hat.
Oh, he doesn't have any buttons on his hat anymore, though. What a...
Is that a costume change?
What?
Yeah, I was
Hey,
just...
look.
Took his badges off.
Tobias.
Remember
Hey,
what I
look!
said?
Hey, look, Tobias getting dragged out by two henchmen. Pay no heed.
How come you got gooned?
You got... That's not a phrase, is it? You got gooned.
No, it is not. It is not. But that's essentially what's happening here. Is some goons
You got gooned. I
grabbed
like
him
it.
and said, "Hey,
I like it.
guy, we're getting you out of here with this stuff, and things."
Medi, 2 fingers with me, go.
What were you guys talking about?
Thinks the sharing is a front for an alien conspiracy.
Yeah, this place could use a janitor. Oh, Cass, what's wrong?
This place-
In the-
What? You've just seen Tobias getting gooned, and your main priority is, where's Fred?
Yeah, well,
Where's Fred?
No, her main priority is that this place is a mess. Where's the janitor? Come on.
But he disappeared in the last episode, don't you remember? He just sort of fell into the abyss, the void.
You gotta keep your ears open. You know what I'm saying?
Talked to Tobias and then fell through the trap door in the floor. Foiled again.
Oh man, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky Yurksen children.
If it wasn't for those fucking Che.
Right? Yeah, those Che. They're gonna
And
trick
the
you every time.
Elimists.
Yeah, and the
bathroom. I went in the wrong room and I saw.
You're
a
illuminist.
slug.
Wait, so
Oh,
Cassie just said,
she
I went...
found a gross slug on the floor.
Cassie, I'm not sure if that... Firstly, she said she went into the wrong bathroom. Firstly, open your freaking eyes.
Second of all, why are they keeping Yerks on the floor?
It's just, she said there's a slug on the floor. Is that...
You said that you were.
Well, like, why? Why? Like, why would there...
I think that if he
crawl
knows too
out?
much about us, we have to move quickly.
Oh,
Aha,
wow.
see?
He's gonna smile
Something to stop him.
evilly. Nope, he's just gonna...
Man.
Oh, fuck.
Taking Megamorphs 4 on its head.
This was
Instead of
before
Tobias being the
Megamorphs 4.
controller, it's Jake being the controller.
Clothes change.
You're okay.
Yep.
That is... 2 fingers. And your next word. Right, I'm gonna say it. Cryak.
See, I always said Krayak. I said cray instead of craw.
Like crayon.
Yeah, exactly. Krayak. Because Cryak would be like... That'd be the what? There'd be no other A, right? It would just be C-R-Y-A-K. Cryak.
I think Cryak sounds better.
Sure.
Cryak
I mean,
sounds
you're
like
talking to
a set of crayons.
you're talking to the guy who said hawk bar. So I mean, clearly you have the wrong person to have
Hawk bar.
pronunciation. Hawk bar.
Hello, Hawk bar.
We got a hawk bar.
Fuck me.
Hawk bar coming in fast.
By the way, 1 or 2?
2.
Oh, we're going for roadkill.
Ooh,
So,
roadkill. That sounds ominous.
This is what Tobias drinks. It's called
Nah.
Mad Squirrel Roadkill. Tobias's drink of choice. All right, I've got to say something else positive about the weakness. Okay, I'll think about it as we carry on. It's difficult. It's not easy.
I know. You got to do a lot of thinking. Little head scratchers, little brain ticklers.
Fine. It took me a while to shake off Frankenstein's sons.
Frankenstein's sons.
Basically, to actually got decked, didn't you?
Anything
You know, a
weird
couple
after that
meatheads. Bro.
Cassie said she saw some gross slug in the bathroom.
Too swole.
We took off right after you left.
Look, from now on, you have to be super careful. You can't trust anyone, not even...
Hey, Rach.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Cassie doesn't look like she's a Ralph Lauren model.
Well, later.
Oh fuck! Cassie's one of them. How do we know that?
Is she?
Because she
Is
didn't deliver an essay.
She did not use the colloquial sup when she came.
Yeah.
That's what we all said in the 90s
She
when
didn't-
we met people.
She didn't.
Sup.
She didn't talk about the football.
Right, exactly. How are you to know? She's on the up and up.
Right. Positive thing about the weakness. No, that's not weak. That's just another statement of what happened. I might as well just say things happened. It's not really a positive, is it?
There was a book.
Oh, I'll tell you what can you say positive about this book?
I got lots of positive things to say about the weakness. It was one of the few instances that tried to tie the greater concept of the Council of 13 back to the mainline series. I think that one of the the Council of 13 is such an interesting concept, especially with like a lot of people's criticisms of Visser 3 is that he's an incompetent villain. So the fact that there was any potential like oversight of him via the council was a really strong idea for a setting.
But nothing came of it.
True,
Nothing
but we're not
happened.
talking about you. You immediately went to the negative. That was you got to focus
Because
on
it's
the
37. What positive is there in this fucking thing?
That was it's positive that they try to do some more, try to show the Yerk bureaucracy
That's
and
like-
the Yerk structures a little bit more.
That's like saying, oh, Hitler was being very positive when he cleansed the freaking nation.
It's not
No,
even,
that's not positive. No, it's
not
not.
even kind of the same.
You can't twist it to be positive. Sorry, you can't.
Okay, there you go.
I'm sorry to bring such an extreme example, but extreme examples are the most effective.
because yes, the children's book series about aliens and animal changing and one of the worst crimes against humanity ever committed. Very similar in tone, very similar things
All
to
right,
do.
here's something positive. The book's plan
Okay.
was awful, and it was awful because it wasn't really planned. There was no actual planning gone into it. It's just head on, fly planes into buildings, and it didn't work. And that's positive because it's a good message that just going headfirst into things without actually thinking logically about it doesn't work. There you go. That's it.
Okay. There you go. Way to get there.
The book was so shit that it taught you to be to not be shit.
Yeah, don't be terrible. Don't be a terrible person.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
Perfect.
you, book, for that lovely message.
That's right. That's right.
Did you leave the party before her?
You don't think. But she's my best friend.
Don't you get it? It can be anyone.
You get it?
Hey guys, what's up? Tobias, I'm sorry about last night. My brother was way out of line. No hard feelings?
Creepy.
That's cool. I gotta go to class.
Creepy piano. No, that's not piano. What is that? It's like plucked strings.
It's. I mean, it's like a weird
What are you
synth.
guys talking about?
Oh, you know. The
Creepy
stuff.
smile.
Come in. Come in.
I remember discussing this with someone else. Like the golf ball collection.
Sure.
He's just
Like,
got a
okay.
collection of golf balls.
And like, what was he doing with the golf? He's just like, oh, I'm just gonna take some time and admire these golf balls for a minute.
For anyone on screen there, I've just moved Raptor. You can see his collection of golf balls. It's
great.
It's just a set piece for no reason whatsoever.
You asked to see
Thank you. I'm just hanging out looking at these balls.
Right. Why don't you close the door and take a seat?
Here we go. Dun, dun,
The
dun.
way he just stares
He
at the
knows.
door. He
Don't
knows.
serve me 554.
Oh man, we got a Yerk name.
What was the
He
name?
knows everything. He
Five-
knows.
Here you go.
Who's that, sir? Don't serve me 554.
554.
554.
No, Chapman's
Not
in is 226, and that's actually
Yeah.
confirmed in another episode of this series. Then again, time has changed. For some reason, that's changed Chapman's Yerk? I don't.
I
frickin'
wonder if Jake is supposed to be in this.
know. Oh,
he-
wow! Raptor, you've blown my freaking mind because that's probably actually true. And once again, the series has beaten me. It's actually.
Way to go.
Oh, fuck! I hate when the series does that. Fuck.
He doesn't rub his leg enough though, so
He knows
we can't confirm that it's in
He must
fact
be
him.
working with an Andalite.
Sean's a
Sure,
leg
you
rubber.
Sit down.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
How is he a more
your
competent Yerk
responsibility to
leader
weed out
when
any
he's in a
suspicious
teenager than when he's in an authority
Now we
figure?
have a spy in our hands.
Because
or
this is-
worse.
Illogical.
If my host's brother and I hadn't caught him last night, he might have discovered the location of the Kandrona.
Oh man.
I'll keep an eye on him. It's too late for that.
Oh.
Visitor 3 has instructed me to deal with the situation directly, and if anything like this ever happens again... It won't happen again, sir. You're the one that's gonna be in detention.
Boom! Yerk detention.
That's one of the best lines of the
with
series.
the lasers.
And I don't mean school.
Oh! See,
There
and he
are
clarified
plenty
I
of
could jump
others
back.
who would love
Yeah, that actually ruins it, doesn't it? You didn't need to. You didn't need to do that, Jake. You didn't.
Right.
Didn't need to. For fuck's
the
sake.
principal's hat.
We got it.
Typical TV series promises so much and then fails to deliver. at the
True.
end.
Thanks for the advice, Principal Chapman. I'll try and be more conscientious in the future.
There's a cliche in there somewhere. Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
Getting out of hand.
Wait a second.
Tobias is now Jake.
Wait a second. Oh my gosh.
Look at that speed morph.
This is ridiculous.
Why?
So the implication here is that. So wait, so did Tobias just find the blue box? Did all the stuff without Fangor happen? This is.
Yeah, that's a good point. It must have done.
Well, but he doesn't know. But Elfangor told them that the Yeerks were here and that I guess he didn't tell them that the sharing was a thing.
It must have just been Tobias, because remember at the start of this series, Tobias was in the construction site when the other four found him, just standing there staring. So I imagine what the TV series is trying to do here is that they never found Tobias in the construction site. It was just Tobias that saw Elfangor.
I'm guessing that's what the implication is here, because otherwise, like, so he knows about because they made it seem thus far that it was just like, oh, he doesn't have any morphing ability, but he's just suspicious about the Yeerks. But this is suggesting this scene changes all of that.
I understand you got to go in a little bit, so let's see how much we can fit into this last couple of minutes. And then I'll probably finish the episode. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Everyone, drink 2 fingers for fun.
Ow, wow, 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 wow. This music is so grating.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Cowboys stuff.
At the very least, they're trying to do something here.
This episode has done nothing. Let's be honest.
Well, but like they're trying to do visual story. They're trying to convey emotion through like specific choices of scenes and angles and cuts. Like they're trying to do something at the very least.
Yeah, but it doesn't add to
Most
anything.
of the other episodes don't even try. They're just like, here's a bunch of exposition and a bunch of really weird like cuts and things to like show the basic idea of what we're doing.
Hello?
Rachel, it's me.
I mean, I get what you're saying,
Cassie.
but no.
You can't talk, okay?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Jake's already here.
I know I can trust you. Meet me tonight in the back room with the Spider Club.
How does he know?
Wait beside door for you.
Yeah, sure, I can get you my history notes.
That's where they keep something they don't want anyone to see.
Tobias, just don't tell anyone, for frick's
And
sake.
Jake's gonna try and follow you, but don't let him. He can't know about any of it.
The Spider Club. Hey, what's going on, cousin? I'm just hanging out in your room being weird.
Hello?
The back room of the Spider Club.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Where are you?
How does...
Tobias?
It's kind of bad that they don't lock their club.
Is anybody here?
I mean, someone could just walk in and steal those decks. Uh-oh.
Jake. What are you doing?
This is so convoluted that it doesn't need to be, I'm sorry. Hello, Animorphs fans. And I don't know why I'm bothering to do an intro because it's going to be in the same video. I hope the fireworks aren't too loud. Raptor, are the fireworks too loud?
I don't hear them at all, so I think that you're totally fine. The
Oh.
magic of... I'm making a hand motion. That is the magic of editing. That's what we're doing here. Magic.
I also got a text from the wife who's also in the room with me. I think she's doing it on purpose.
Secretly. Secret communications between you and your wife.
She wasn't voted the arch enemy of the channel.
Oh, good. Was that a thing?
Yes.
Okay.
She was 4th out of 5 options for the channel's arch enemy.
It was I assume the weakness won, or was it? Because I voted for Honda Jazz. I don't know about everybody else, but I voted for Honda Jazz.
The weakness won quite handily. Which is to be expected. And speaking of the weakness, let's hope I don't have to say anything positive about this book.
Have you been in our extended break? Have you contemplated any additional things that could potentially be nice?
Well, that's a bit of a loaded question.
I feel like it has a pretty straightforward answer. It could either be yes or no.
No, it's a loaded question, because if I said no, then you'd think that I hadn't done any thinking about it. But I have done thinking about it, but I haven't actually thought of anything.
Okay, so you haven't. So yes, you thought, but no.
Yes, but no.
None of it's positive. None of it's positive. So no, you have not been thinking any positive thoughts.
No.
In the extended break.
How can you? How can you? It's like saying, what were the benefits of Jonestown?
Well, that's a better example than you gave last time, but I'm just saying. It's
the weakness is the Jonestown of Animorphs books.
The mass suicide from religious crazies. Yeah, perfect. Spot on. Beautiful word painting.
Created a commune in in Guyana.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right, so we're going to carry on. We're into the Spider Club, which is
Spider
distinct from
Club.
Siberia because it's...
Because it's covered in webs. That's literally the only. That's probably the only difference. Well, that and it's painted black instead of green.
It probably
And
is a
there's
different room, to be fair.
And there's no plants awkwardly growing in it. So.
Ah, but are there? Let's
Are
find
there?
out on the next...
I don't know. Apparently, Yerks just like roam around the bathroom. Apparently, that's just the thing.
Oh yeah, that's the point. I didn't even think of that. There was just a Yerk on the floor. Why?
Yerk on the floor.
How?
I think it's like you would think that like when they understand that their natural state is blind and helpless, you would think that they would probably do something better than I don't know, leave them on the floor. But you know.
Maybe it was an actual slug.
Maybe it was. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Or maybe somebody just missed.
The Spider Club wanted to go for all the ambiance, and they wanted to have as many invertebrates just crawling around as much as possible. That definitely seems like a strong business choice.
Yeah,
I like it.
Cassie just didn't jive with the theme. This is why we don't. This is why we're not appreciating her today. She can't jive with the themes.
Well, she may be a controller. We don't know.
Ah,
Rachel left before Cassie did, so maybe Cassie's controlled. We don't know.
I think we're about to find out that basically everyone is a controller, and this episode was pointless. So let's find out what happens in the Spider Club with the slugs.
Hello?
Spider Club slugs.
Tobias? Where are you?
You know,
Not here.
I think it would have been a bit on the nose, but I would have liked to have called it the Slug Club.
Yeah, right. See, but you know they've already done so many great, terrible things with the name. Like, keep your ears open, right? Like they've had a lot of really dumb wordplay in this episode.
What was that, my dear?
You can't call it the Slug Club. That's a Harry Potter reference.
Did you hear that, Raptor?
No, what'd she say?
She said you can't call it the Slug Club because it's a Harry Potter reference. Where was it in Harry Potter?
Really? I never read Harry Potter, so I don't know.
Professor Slughorn's group.
Professor Slughorn's group. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure. That sounds like... I don't know if she's telling the truth, because that sounds like a Harry Potter person to me.
I don't think she's lying. She's not wearing her I'm lying shirt today.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that there's a shirt for that, so that way you can know when to expect lies to be coming out of your wife.
Yes, she tends to wear purple when she's having one of those days.
Okay, well, there you go.
She's wearing blue right now.
Don't. So if we ever play poker with Pebble, make sure she's wearing purple, because then I can just call bluffs all the time.
Exactly. She's not a very good gambler for that reason.
That's okay. Gambling's not all it's cracked up to be.
Tobias?
Don't gamble, kids.
Is anybody
Don't gamble.
here?
That's right. Yes.
Rachel.
Oh shit.
Sneaky Jake is here.
Jake,
How did he beat her here?
what are you doing here?
Wait,
That's
how could
funny.
he?
I was gonna ask you the same question.
Oh.
That's the point. They were in they were in the same room.
Right.
They were just
So,
in the
like-
same room talking about how they were going to do this, and now is this a trap for Tobias? They're supposed to be like
It is.
playing, but Tobias isn't there
Absolutely a
yet.
trap.
Tobias isn't there yet. Why are they? Oh wait, maybe because he's in Morph. I reckon he's in Morph.
Oh, probably.
And
yeah.
yes, I know I've seen this episode before, but I forgot it. Okay, I'm sorry. It's basically
Spoiler
like watching it for the first time again. It's so forgettable.
It's good. It's so bad that you purge it from your memory, so that way when you rewatch it, you can re-enjoy how terrible it is. It's a good. It's a really good strategy for long-term enjoyment of something so silly.
Exactly. Have a brain like a sieve.
I left something here last night.
So yeah. Creepy.
What are you gonna
cousin.
do?
I think you already know.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
no! That's awkward. It's terrible. Oh, here we go. Tobias has lion morph. Oh, snap.
I love this bit.
Oh!
Yeah.
Another
Way.
banana peel. Oh, no!
The gif. The
Someone
gif.
someone needs a wet floor sign, apparently.
Don't be afraid, Rachel.
It was a pretty bad. It was like a football dive
Tobias?
or soccer.
Yeah, right.
But how?
I'm so hurt.
Yeah. So I was right. Basically, Tobias is there, so they acted a role.
That was good.
Sorry.
Oh,
I didn't mean to scare you.
I'll explain everything later.
Not like your cousin who definitely was trying to
What should
scare
we do
you.
about Jake?
He's dead now.
Yeah. I mean, we could bury him. Oh, they're just gonna
You
tie
mean
him up.
every 3 days the ear crawls out of his ear to soak up energy?
That's why we had to destroy their Kendrona. You can't win, Tobias.
Oh, he's awake
So many
again.
of us. Where's the Kendrona?
I want him to... for some reason, I got the thought then of... You've seen The Exorcist, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
With the girl in the bed and just starts doing weird shit. I don't know why, but as soon as it went to Jake at this screen, I thought he's gonna do some Exorcist shit.
His head's gonna
Like
turn
his
around.
head's gonna turn 80
Start
degrees.
spewing green vomit all over the place.
Mate, that would make the episode fucking worth it if he just became an Exorcist thing.
So that's what the Yerks do, is that they absolutely make you. Did you watch Cabinet of Curiosities?
Did I watch what? Sorry.
The Cabinet of Curiosities?
No, I haven't heard
man.
of that one.
Okay, well, so you know who Guillermo del Toro is? Yes, no?
It rings a bell.
Okay, he's a director, right? He directed the first 2 Hellboy movies, a movie called The Shape of Water about a fish man. He also did a bunch of other movies. He generally is like horror. He likes kind of like surreal. He also did the Pacific Rim, the giant robot versus giant monsters live action movie.
Okay.
So he's did an anthology series for Netflix called The Cabinet of Curiosities, and the 3rd episode is called the Autopsy. And I said it in the Discord. It's 100%, 1,000%, 10,000% possible that you could do a live action Animorphs movie because of the way that they do stuff in that. So you should watch that.
Autopsy, is that the 3rd episode
The
is called...
Autopsy.
Okay.
The Autopsy. Yeah, it's the 3rd episode of Cabinet of Curiosities. It's about 40 minutes, so it's a pretty, and then it's done after 40 minutes. So it's a pretty low barrier to entry, but
And they do stuff that's, if it was done in this show, would look better than this show.
it's very Yerk adjacent, and it's very, very good.
Okay. I might check that out.
Yeah. If my cred continues to hold water, which you say that it does,
Yep.
then I would definitely recommend it.
All right, then. Well, I shall add it to the... I haven't seen the last thing you recommended, which was a Kung Fu movie, I believe. No. I forget. Oh, because it's in each of the episodes. So if I forget, I go and watch one of these episodes and find
you
what
go.
you say. So it's all recorded for my benefit, because I've got the memory like the sieve.
That's the beauty of technology.
That's why I do.
Recording for future posterity.
Why I do the YouTube channel, because else I'd have
True.
forgotten everything I read.
Exactly. Cement
Surely
it
think
in
I'm
the
telling
brain.
Well, if not, we'll just wait for that Yerk
With
to slide out
cement.
of your ear, and then we'll hear from the real Jake.
The real Jake doesn't
In
exist
3
anymore.
days?
Belongs to me.
That's not how Yerks work, bro.
One question, human. Where's the Andalite?
Oh, shit.
The one that's been following our every move.
Here, this human was the lion.
Oh, snap. Rachel was the
I
controller.
saw him morph.
Oh my god, the twist that we already knew was going to happen.
How could you trust her? You didn't trust her. Come on, man.
Basically,
Come
this
on.
episode was building to this plot twist, but it actually told us the plot twist long before the plot twist happened. It sort of loses its dramatic effect at that point.
It's all still so weird. Like why at the beginning of this thing, like Jake was acting weird about the sharing in front of his parents. Like it doesn't matter. But like the only reason why they were doing that was for the audience, to try to like trick the audience into thinking that Jake wasn't a controller when he actually is.
This episode is just such a
doesn't make any
forgettable dud. No wonder I can't freaking remember this episode. It's just so... At least with like some of the worst episodes of the series, you remember them for how bad they are.
It's pretty forgettable. I think that's kind of like my problem. That's my problem in general, I think. I like Megamorphs 4, but I think that's my problem in general with Megamorphs 4 is that it's like, because it's basically just an alternate universe thing, like, it doesn't really matter. So it doesn't stick in my brain as clearly as something like, I mean, even Megamorphs 1, I think, to me, is more memorable because there actually was stuff that happened in the book that affected things a little bit later.
Megamorphs 3 was the best one.
Megamorphs 3 was really good. Yeah, I agree with that.
And not so much because it affected things, it's just it did what it did so well.
Yeah, it was very well. It was extremely well written, and the pacing was good, and it kind of like it. A lot of people like the way that it played with the expectation of, oh, you die, but they kind of already established that like the time travel Serio rip shenanigans generally resets things. So I mean, it was pretty shocking when it happened, but I'm glad they didn't like drag it out. You know what I mean? For like the entirety of the book.
Yeah. If you don't believe that Megamorphs 3 is the best book, you drink a finger for every book that you think is better than Megamorphs 3.
Oh man, that's pro move.
Exactly. This is what a true Animorphs fan would do.
It could be a lot, so pace yourself.
64 fingers, go.
Right, exactly, yeah. I like every book except Megamorphs 3.
Yeah, you're screwed if that's you.
I'll show you.
That's it.
Right, let's see the plot twist unfold.
Fangor gave you the power to morph. No.
Oh.
Man, not you two.
Tobias, you're bad at this, bro. She is dressed like a model, so
wow.
She's dressed like a Ralph Lauren model. So I guess even from the beginning, she was already. That's how we could tell.
This is that? Do we count this as a clothes change?
Cassie's clothes have changed, and so have Marco's, and so have Tom's. All three of them have changed.
I think it counts. So
yeah, say so.
2 fingers. Also, the next word. Have you still got the words?
I do have the word. Yep.
Yerk.
Yep, that's the same.
Yep, easy.
Do some people say yerk?
Yerk.
Yerk? That's weird.
Yerk. Yeah, as if it's spelt Y-U-R-K. Yerk.
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 Is that what we
Yerk. Yerk. Right, that's enough of that. Drink 2 fingers anyway, and if you drink an extra finger for every positive thing you have to say about the weakness.
There you go.
So it's just 2 fingers for me.
So fun. Well, and even the other one that you did was like kind of a backhanded compliment.
That's all you can muster, isn't it? That's it.
Apparently, that's all you could muster. So
it's like saying, "Oh, person X is cool because he's not dead."
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You're hitting all cylinders. Really, it's just beautiful.
See, that's the compliment people say about me.
Is that you're a wordsmith?
No.
You're an eloquent speaker, a poet, a master of the spoken word.
Yea, verily.
Yea, verily.
For thine tomb is yonder grave. Hey, Fluffer.
Wow. Yeah. Verily, thou hast spunnest rhymes that are most pleasing to thine ears.
Indubitably, my dear. Right, let's carry. The zombies are here in the Spider Club with the stone cold faces. They're all yerks now, apparently, because that's just how it happened.
All controllers.
I'm sorry, Toby.
Toby? Wait, whoa. Aunt Mary's here.
Bring back up Toby.
Aunt Mary.
Toby was last. Yeah, Aunt Mary.
What the fuck is she doing here?
She's obviously a controller, too.
What is this insistence of them calling him Toby?
It's like kind of derogatory, right? It's like, oh, it's like little kid. You're kind of talking down to him. There's nothing worse than to be a teenager than to be talked down to, right?
It's like somebody's called Robert and you go to him, all right, Bob.
Bobby B.
What? Is that supposed to...
It's my Bobby B.
I suppose it's like misgendering.
I mean, some people just...
Misnaming.
People want to be called. I don't like it when people call... Sometimes people will playfully call me by a name that is not my... Because people assume that my name is a nickname for a longer name.
Your name's not Wilfred.
Billy, Willy. So
Bilford.
I get bummed out when people call me. I get bummed out when people call me the longer version of my name that isn't my name.
My name can't be lengthened or shortened, really.
True. You got a classic name. That's just straight and to the point.
Guess what I
Straight
found
shooter.
out the other day about my wife? Her ancestors were Welsh royalty.
Wow.
A
aren't you
prince.
fancy?
Northern Wales.
North Wales. I know it's
Okay.
it's like saying the prince of a shed, but it's still a prince.
I have something nice to say about
Everybody needs a prince somewhere, right?
Yeah, hold on a minute. Pamela says she's got something positive to say about the weakness.
All right, drum
It
roll.
makes the rest of the books look better by comparison.
It makes the rest of the books look better by comparison.
Boo. Okay. Yeah.
That's like a backhanded comment again.
That's a backhand.
That's you saying it's cool because it's not dead.
Exactly.
Right, so they're going to rough Tobias up now. These two
Yeah, with his button
fumbling,
hat.
bumbling.
Button hat returns.
Oh, shit, Button Hat. He's my
He's got all them
favourite.
buttons. Yeah, I know, right? That classic Animorphs character of Button.
To tell you,
Button Hat.
she's been ours since last night.
They should have had tattoo in
Fell right
Greece.
into our trap.
Okay, so she
Morpheus
wasn't a
thinks I have the
controller.
strength, but I wouldn't. An animal can be gotten just as easily as a human.
Uh-oh,
not this.
uh-oh. The host is fighting.
Tobias.
Oh, man. How would you know? Can't trust him.
Plus,
Come on.
these characters don't really know each other. They've known each other for like a day. And she's
Well, he's-
got so many feelings for him that she could break the Yerk spell.
Hey, man. Young love can conquer all boundaries, okay? You were from England, okay? Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare. Come on, it's all classic for a reason.
Juliet was just in it for the money.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to.
Sure.
That's all she was after.
Money. That
They
Montague
fight back
money.
from time.
Where Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
For our
I
bank
want your
account,
wallet.
bro.
I need to go down to Marks and Spencer's for a new pair of high heels, Romeo.
Jeez.
They always lose.
They always had retail
Nicely
stores in
done.
1650.
Jake.
It was called.
Oh man!
It was called Ye Old Marks and. Oh yeah, Vista 3 turns up by the way, but whatever. There were like it was called Ye Old Marks and Spencers back in the day.
Yeah, and then it had a
Ye
PE.
Old Walmart.
Right, and then it always has an extra PE at the end.
An extra PE.
Yeah, because like shop, right?
Oh, right.
PE. So it has the extra PE at the end.
Yeah, God, people back then were so stupid.
Man, using too many letters for words.
Putting more letters in, cringe.
Less letters is based, bro. Based.
More letters, totally lame.
Yeah, totally.
Speaking
Super
of,
cringe.
Speaking of totally lame, Vista 3 has now entered. He's just stepped out from the little boy's room in the corner.
Yeah, right. Very good. As
like-
he's Victor Trenting.
Trick to venting.
Visor 3.
I present to you the so-called Andalite warrior. And with it
No
the end of
bandit,
the
come
human
on, man.
resistance on Earth.
You have done very well. Now it is time to collect your reward. On behalf of the Yerk Empire, I now name you Visa 10.
Nice.
The arbitrary
Okay.
Visa 10.
Yeah.
How does he have the power to do that? It doesn't go through the Council of 13. He can just decide on a whim.
Ah.
Yep. Fuck the old Visa 10.
So I was gonna say that's like a real bad like Visor 10's back on his bug fighter, doing whatever he's doing, sipping coffee. Right, he gets a call. Oh, by the way, you've been depromoted. Wait, what? Yeah, this punk kid brought in another kid on Earth apparently. I don't know, man. I'm just here to tell you. By the way, you're losing your benefits. Oh, great.
And he spits out his coffee all over the visor and crashes it into a space boy. Space buoy.
What? Yeah, a space buoy, right? A Skritnaw. He hits a Skritnaw ship.
Oh, that's no great loss. You're right, my diddle. That noise is fireworks.
Oh.
Which
Pop,
the cats- No, it's those whizzy ones. Whew, whew, whew.
So good.
Sounds like a chorus of banshees. Over yonder.
Yeah.
The the sounds of 1,000 dying caterpillars.
They're endless screams of torment for caterpillars.
Pity the poor caterpillars, for their screams are of great suffering.
Do you hear the caterpillars, Clarice, screeching in the night?
Beware the ides of Honda Jazz.
Yeah. Beware the ides of moths.
Beware the ides of this shitty book.
Because they'll eat your sweaters until they're all gone. There'll be no sweaters left after the ides of moths.
That's why you get polyester.
True.
Because what are they going to do? What are they going to do with polyester? They can't digest that shit. It gets all stuck in their guts.
Yeah, exactly. Moths are not into microplastics the way that we are, okay?
And that's why you got to shop at Primark. You have Primark in that country that you're from, Canada or whatever it is.
No, I do not have Primark. I don't know what Primark is.
That's the problem with a channel. Well, I'm a British person. I'm like 90% of my audience are American. A lot of the references, the majority of my audience just does not get.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, you know what? Fortunately, we have this thing called the internet. You can look up things. Or we could engage in dialogue and say, hey, what is this thing that you're talking about? And
Dialogue?
Say,
ugh, that's disgusting. You take that back.
Right. I'm sorry. Conversation is bad. That's right. Only trolls and posts here, okay?
Yeah, just troll posts, guys. And
Troll
memes.
Memes, that's what it's all about.
Any memes. Right, Jake's got a disgraceful smirk across his chops. Yonder.
I'm so cool.
So he's just been promoted to Visa 10. Let's see what happens to Tobias. And how we go back from this shitty reality.
Yeah, he won't get slugged.
There'll be others like me. No, there won't.
Yeah, there will
And
not.
those that do come will be too late. And the Kendrona?
Tommy's
right
angry.
Here, under everyone's
Yeah,
noses.
he's got the thermos. Yerk thermos.
We should have been on the same side, Jake.
We could have been.
We should have fought together.
Why?
We will, Tobias. Just not the side you wanted.
Boo.
Yeah, the
good.
epic line.
There we go.
Wait. It's just it's just ready. Oh dear. Look at this monstrosity. How is it?
Arxis 8773 is always ready to go.
He's ready to go.
I'm ready to be in a person. Okay, ready.
He's fucking gasping for it.
Please, I want out of the thermos. It's really cramped in here.
I must have the leather jacket, emo boy.
Listen, I've always I don't have arms. I don't have a torso, but I've always wanted to wear a leather jacket. This is like prime bucket list material. Okay.
And then he finds out it's faux leather, and he just can't deal with it.
No.
Foiled again.
What am I to do? The whole Yerk invasion is over.
If only I'd have gone for the denim, then I'd be promoted to Visa 10 as well.
You get right. If you only had the cool fashion sense of Yerk Jake, then you could have done it.
Exactly.
Man, Sean Ashmore has played Yerks in this way more than anybody that he ever did in the book.
Yeah,
no, that's not true. That's
totally
not true. That's not true because he was controlled in 6, and then in 41 he was technically a controller.
No, because he didn't have a yerk in his head, but everyone else around him thought that he did.
Yes, the implication was that he was a controller,
but he wasn't
because it was a dream.
Yes. And weird shit happened.
True.
That some people just could not handle.
That's right.
But I could handle it. And do you know why? Because I eat Marmite sandwiches for breakfast.
Oh, man. Listen to you. Flexing.
Mate, not everyone can do that. But I can.
Believe it.
I can have a Marmite sandwich for breakfast any day of the week. You just see if I don't.
I'm giving you claps because you're so brave.
Don't give me an STI.
Won't. I won't.
On that note, let's carry on watching the show.
Guaranteed won't do that. Guaranteed.
Right, let's pick up this readily prepared piece of beef jerky.
Oh man! Oh no!
Oh shit!
Dropped him. Man, once again.
Jake, you can fight.
I care so much for this person that I actually don't really know at all that I'm gonna fight my yerk.
Jake,
Listen, we've got a real problem here. Oh, did Visor 3 just step on him?
somebody help me. No! No!
Special effects.
See, Jake was the was the singularity in this one instead of Cassie being the singularity.
I think this episode should be called # Tobias Appreciation Day, because all the characters care so much for him in this one.
True, Tobias, the only one out here holding it down.
He's the focal point for
everything. Mind you, but you know,
it doesn't add up to anything. It doesn't mean anything. I think it's actually just a Tobias stream where everyone cares about him.
True.
Even Aunt Mary made an appearance.
Yeah, everybody secretly loves Tobias. Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
Sad piano music.
What?
I am.
How could you see him through all those pictures that are on your mirror? Of sports!
Hey.
How did she get here?
Thanks.
What? What'd she borrow?
Jake! Is that Axe? I have some important news.
By the way, is this another clothes change? Because Cassie's changed clothes.
But this is like the biggest question has he changed his clothes from the beginning of the episode? Because I don't remember if he was wearing the red shirt.
We
hadn't seen Cassie. We hadn't seen Cassie.
I just want to drink.
Like
Let me drink. I want to drink. We got 3 more words, and I need to fit them into like a minute. So, just even if it isn't a forfeit, let's just say it is.
Okay, it's a forfeit. Absolutely. Give the man what he wants.
Hold on, my wife's talking to me. What are you saying?
Do you want the alcohol and liquor infused chocolate?
No. Not yet, anyway. My wife's offering me chocolate.
Yum. Take it.
She's already given me some, which is why I'm confused. So I've got some here, and she's trying to give me more.
Wife wants to give you more chocolate? Take it. This is the easiest
that is a fair point.
Easiest question ever.
But it's got liquor in it, and I don't want to get drunk on chocolate. It's obscene.
Sounds pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, so the next word. Are you ready, Freddy?
Yes, I am ready.
Lurdathak.
See, I was saying Laird. Lairdethak.
Well, then we pronounce it differently, which means I have to say something positive about this shitty book.
Let's hear it.
Right, let's play some more of the episode, and I'll think of something.
Okay.
I have to show you something.
2 fingers, by the way, everyone.
Axe. Axe did what? Oh, adorable! That was a huge bubble. Way to go! Being able to, I wonder how many takes that took him to be able to blow that big of a bubble.
That's not technically a joke, is it?
Cassie, nothing has changed.
No.
We're still fighting the Yerks. Don't you get it? This is amazing.
Jake, are you okay?
No. Losing his marbles.
Axe's face. What the hell? No, that's a meme.
That needs to be.
That's gotta be memes, man. That face. I'm gonna screenshot that later and take that. That's
yeah, I was gonna say anytime anybody gives an Animorphs hot take, that needs to be the picture that is associated with it.
I will probably put that on the Discord. Right, so print screen. That's copied from my Photoshop later. That's awesome. Nice one, Axe. Round of applause. Axe Appreciation Day, just for that face.
There you go. Paolo Costanza getting another banger.
What a lad. What a mad lad.
Mad lads, that's right.
Right, let's see where it goes from here.
I couldn't be better.
Are you ready for a stock noise?
Yeah, that's a stock noise.
Boom!
So, 1 finger. And the next word. I don't even know how to pronounce this myself at the moment. Bivalid.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It's Bivalid.
Bivalid. People listening probably think, what the fuck is that? And to be honest, I don't freaking know either. But
yeah, where'd you get that from?
I believe it's one of Vista 3's morphs.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Tobias, you're still a hawk. I love you as a hawk. You look good as a hawk.
Oh,
Thanks.
God.
Oh, jeez. Quick, backpedal.
Jake, my friend, you're gushing over a bird.
Wait, why is everyone here?
Because he has to remember how wonderful everything is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Never tell you. Flattery
See,
gets you
it's
nowhere.
Marco, you were right.
I was?
Yeah, we got no choice but to fight the Yeerk.
Shh, what's gotten into you?
Marco, you're not a controller.
Rachel's
We're
here
not
as well.
controllers. None of us are controllers.
Everybody
Somebody
just decided to
stop
come
him. Rachel, we're not controllers.
How do you define happiness? Having friends like these.
Everyone put down.
Friends who have stuck with me in this
Oh,
fight. We're together and I wouldn't
Pillows!
have it any other way.
Shit. Jake, they are controllers. Run! That was in a monologue. So,
Wow, yeah, that's true. So there you go. You got your last one, just like you always wanted.
and the last one is tomato.
See, I say tomato.
Right, there we go. That means I have to say
Potato.
2 positive things about the weakness and finish my
All
drink.
right.
Everyone down your drinks.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Right. So, I have to say 2 positive things about Animorphs, the weakness.
Let's hear them.
Fuck.
Off to a great start.
Yeah. They introduced a new alien, which, you know,
Oh, that's-
further
yeah.
expanded the lore of the series.
Yup,
Well,
yup.
granted, we never saw that alien race again, and they were OP as fuck, but
True.
and incredibly annoying in how they spoke. But
Basically, also Andalites.
I appreciate the sentiment of adding a new alien race.
There you go. We got there in the end.
And I've got to think of another
Barely.
one. One more positive thing to say about this book. And the one positive thing is
You can do it. I believe in you.
Don't
Don't wrinkle your brain too hard.
the
here.
fact that the old man died shows that their actions have real world effects on the little people, which is
Okay.
a realistic thing. And even though they fucked up
Okay.
that plot line as well, I appreciate the sentiment behind it. There, done.
There you go. Can I add one?
You go for it, go.
I appreciate that Rachel's bad idea of everybody using polar bears as morphs was wrapped up in the fact that because they're in a warm environment, it meant that their bears got really tired really fast. I think that's a very smart and very realistic way to depict, hey, you know what? Just because you can turn into an animal doesn't mean it's good for any given situation.
No, I'm not going to say anything negative because today we're being positive about the weakness. Just know that if it was any other day, I would counter that ferociously.
Would you now?
Yes, I freaking would. Anyway, that was not my problem. Raptor, what did you think of that episode?
Man, it was bad. It was a bad episode.
Was it as bad as the Tobias?
No. I don't think it's as bad as the Tobias. Because, like, this is a very tried and true... It's a very tried and true, like, plot device. Right?
Yeah.
It works. It works. The alternate thing where everybody's a bad guy, then you wake up and realize that what you're doing is good. It's tried and true. It works. It's a good story. And they actually did some really interesting cuts. They actually did some really interesting, like, camera moves. They tried to do some really interesting things with, you know, reveals and setup and payoff. So, you know, they tried. Whereas
They
the Tobias was
tried.
just not. Tobias... Perfect.
Yeah.
Whereas...
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as the Tobias. Yeah, I agree with you there.
No,
But
because the
this-
Tobias... There's no magical people of color that come in and
But
tell...
the thing is, that's makes it better. The fact that it made it worse made it better. Because this episode is just so forgettable in every way that Yeah, it was like me watching it for the first time because I was like, I don't even remember what happens here. It's just so forgettable. Whereas in the Tobias, I don't know. I'm just going to. Why do I keep calling it the Tobias? I don't freaking know.
Yeah, it's good.
I remembered Fred. I saw that scene coming. Oh, this is where Fred comes in. This is going to be This is going to be a jolly good laugh because it's so shit. But this one's just like. The one thing we do get about this episode though is this.
Yeah, this and the Chapman holding the golf balls. That's the other.
And Jake's fall. Jake falling against
Jake's fall. Jake's fall was very good. Yeah.
So I suppose this episode does have its memorable moments. So round of applause, everyone, for Animorphs episode 17. Not my problem.
Hard. I'm gonna say a hard 3 out of 5.
I think 3 is the right number. Yeah, I'm going to say 3 as well. So we're both agreeing on 3.
We do out of 5 out of 10.
Sorry.
Oh, we usually do out of 10.
Yeah. So 3 out of 10.
Okay. No, 3 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give this a 5. This is a 5 out of 10. It's the middle of the road.
You can't do that.
Middle of the road.
No,
What do you mean I can't do that?
I'm not going to change my
What
score.
we talked about before? That's not fair.
All right, you give it 5 out of 10. I give it 3 out of 10.
5 out of 10. That's fine.
Saying that, it gave us moments like this. I'm going to bump it up to just barely a 4 out of 10, just for those moments that we've mentioned: the golf balls, the table, and the axe. Okay, so
the axe.
Just scrapes a 4 out of 10. Right, so that's been another. I think next episode is that when we start Face Off. No, I think we've got one more episode before the Face Off trilogy.
And Face Off's the end, right?
No. Face Off is the first 3-part trilogy. There's one called Changes, which is the last 3 episodes of the whole thing.
Okay.
Face Off is a 3-parter that leads into the 2nd season. I think we've got one more episode before that madness. Just be ready, Raptor. Be freaking ready. Ones across the board. We're not going to score these episodes more than a 2, I guarantee.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the release, Face Off's part 1 and 2. Then season 2 is Face Off part 3. My Name is Eric, Changes, and The Front.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Oh,
right then. Thank you, Raptor. It's been another tiddly-topping, taddly-do, diddling episode.
Great time.
My wife has given me some chocolate to enjoy. So I'm
beautiful.
Gonna go
A beautiful play in 3 acts. We got there.
We did it. And that's what my mother used to tell me. If you're going to do it in 3 acts.
Do it in 3 acts.
Okay?
It'll be thematically consistent with all other narrative structures. It'll be perfect.
And don't count your chickens before the cows come home. On that note, thank you everyone for watching. And we shall say bye, Raptor. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good to see you.